So the Chinese will rebel against the barbarian rulers, as they called the Yuan dynasty. And the restoration of power will be the beginning of the Ming Dynasty. And Zhu Yuanzhang is the founder of the Ming Dynasty, who has the most amazing biography, I think, of anyone in history. I don't know why we don't have more of a Hollywood-type treatment of his life. He starts out as a shepherd, becomes a monk, then a bandit, and then a warlord, and finally the emperor. So he sends armies into Beijing, proclaims himself emperor. He recovers territories that had been held by the Tang Dynasty at China's peak of power and part of Manchuria. Culturally, it will be the third of the Ming emperors, Zhu Di, who will create an incredible monument to imperial glory when he establishes the capital in Beijing and builds the Forbidden City. And the imperial city that is the Forbidden City, this imperial palace, is so amazingly complex, so vast, so impressive that we cannot even begin to understand it from a single photograph in the textbook or a few photographs of it here or there. We will look at it in a video because it is one of the great achievements of the Ming Dynasty, and it is the distillation of numerous art forms that are brought to the peak of their achievement for the imperial courtly taste. You can actually think of the Forbidden City as one of the largest, most magnificent artworks in the world, in that the entire palace complex is an artwork, and it is also made up of innumerable artworks of great skill and technical refinement. So part of the story of art in the Ming Dynasty is a story of art that is made for the imperial court. And so it is an art of extraordinary splendor, right? The golden yellow silk embroidered robes of the emperor, the porcelain that is fired so that it becomes a kind of exquisite, almost glass-like delicate object, the lacquer that's used on furniture that has inlaid designs, an overpowering gorgeousness. But that's only half of the story. It's only half of the story because we continue to see paintings like Dong Qi Chang's that deliberately refuse sumptuousness, luxury, all the qualities of courtly art, such as this one. We continue to see a class of thinkers, scholar, literati, who are deeply invested in the innovative, bold experimentation that can be done with the arts of the brush, and refusing the kind of pleasing qualities of an art that is made for the ruling class, for the emperors and their court, to flatter, to impress, to give them a sense of perfection and pleasure. In other words, we continue to see a tension between the aesthetics of the court and the aesthetics of personal expression.